Hello everybody, welcome to Jamie's Panofka practice routine. Today we are going to talk about Panofka Opus 85 number 14 Allegretto. So this music is also a practice to improve our vocal agility, and I want to share with you a few things that I find it difficult while I first started learning the piece. So the first one is the E. I am trying to do a vibrato on this E so that I don't sound piercing. And what happened was that I was sharp because of my vibrato. So when we sing vibrato, this is a note for myself. We have to sing good quality vibrato, which is, while we are doing vibrato, do not affect the pitch. Because if we affect the pitch while we are doing vibrato, it is going to affect the quality of the harmony. That is the first point. And the second point is tempo. This music is very quick. While I was recording the piano section with our accompanist, Mr. Chan Zhongshin, we decided to make a menumoso in bar number 27 because of the ritardando that happened in bar 25. The reason is, let's look at bar 32, 33, 34, 35. Let's look at bar 35. It is a repeated pattern of bar number 19. Therefore, we think it is a tempo starting from bar 35. That is the reason why we decided to put menumoso in bar 27. The next point we are going to discuss is accent and marcato. So a tips that I can share with you is to use your stomach. It doesn't sound professional, huh? Use your diaphragm. How do we use the diaphragm? Please excuse my pitch. Because if we just sing louder without the help of our diaphragm, it is not going to work as effective as we use the diaphragm. It's going to sound there's not enough punch to help us to make the accent stand out. So the reason we have an accent there is because we have to emphasize the note and make the note outstanding. Please check out the links in the description or here, as I always like to borrow the strings instruments and sometimes the wind instruments to guide us how to think as a singer. And one more thing I want to point out for bar 25 is, because I am so excited to do the I will tend to overshoot the G note. I become too sharp. Jamie, you have to be careful while you sing the G, okay? Don't overshoot while you do the accent. So how exactly is using the diaphragm feels? Like you want to scare your friend, like this, We don't need to use so much power to create that accent, okay? So again, it depends on what extreme you are as a singer. Sometimes we are the type of singer who don't really know how to use our body. But sometimes we are the singers who already give so much power and we want to give more power. It's not going to help. Know which extreme you are and tweak your technique accordingly. Now let's move to the next point, which I want to discuss about the dynamic of this piece. Let's look at bar 56 until 59 and 60 until 62. Like I always mention to you, we read music as a structure. We read it as a group. And a lot of time, music will happen repeatedly. So what I say sometimes have some variation. We have to be careful, okay? So what that thought hold me back was, I thought bar 56 until 59 is a repeat, but actually it is different. So in the first part, it started with loud, soft, loud, soft, loud. Okay, it's a reverse. All right, the next part is starting from bar 62. is so special for this part is do not count. Okay, I have to explain what I mean by this is that when I first started singing this exercise, I keep counting pa 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 da 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 pa 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 pa. It's good that I count, right? Yes, but singing is about multitasking. We have to count, we have to produce the sound, we have to take care of the dynamics, we have to anticipate. And in my experience, especially in my conducting class, sometimes you have to conduct and we have to sing the melody. And I realized that when I started singing and while I was conducting, my conducting will get slower. And that is my self-awareness. And while I was teaching my choir, I realized that in the beginning of the lesson, I will teach them how to count by doing some stepping so that they can really elongate the full note value of a beat. So when they just focus on stepping, they are good. They are getting better and better. But when I started to have them singing the melody, the whole choir is moving in different directions because some people started to count and some people reacted to their singing and then they started to go slower. And what I am trying to say here is that when we start creating our voice, we will naturally slow down. Maybe not all of us, but this is something that I see in myself, my student, and my choir. So what I would suggest you to do is, okay, good, count first because this is what I did. Count, and then after that, if you find that you have the problem like not aligning with the tempo, stop counting. Try to just react to the music because we already set in the foundation, which is to count. But sometimes we might overdo it and then we extend the 0.01 split second that causes us to slow down. Okay, now let's look at the first 4 phrases. We have the the first time when I started practicing this exercise, I was doing I was stopping at that note because I have that I think I went sharp. I have that mentality of we have to go straight to the notes. And then especially we can see it is the loudest section of that phrase. But as I practice, I realized that we can do something on the dotted minim. So besides go straight to the note, we can think it in terms of a whole phrase and how we can create that crescendo and the decrescendo. So what I did in my demo was make it like a rubber band on the E. And basically this is all that I want to say about practice number 14. Alright, so again you have this piece of information. How are you going to use it on your own singing practice or your singing performance? Who are you watching this video? I mean, what is the identity that you label yourself? What is the inner thought that you are having right now? Are you thinking, I'm going to become the best singer. I will take this technique and I really grow my own technique and keep on practicing this one technique until I master it? Or are you thinking that, okay, I'm just trying to collect the technique from everywhere and see which one is easy? And what I'm trying to say here is we have to put our position we have to correct our position and our mindset. Be careful who you choose to be. Because if you think, oh, I'm just a hobbyist and just sometimes I like to sing, then even if you have the thought of, I want to improve my singing, but you didn't position yourself right, you won't choose the right behavior. Because you might thought, oh, okay, this technique is too advanced for me, I'm not going to be able to do it. So you will just think this way and do nothing about your vocal technique. The reason that I'm pointing this out is because I used to have this thought where, okay, maybe I finished my degree. I am already a perfect singer. But what really happened is I started practice Panofka exercise during the pandemic, and I am still doing after 2+ years. Now I'm still practicing Panofka to hone my vocal agility. But before these 2 years, I have 4 years working experience, seeing different singers, helping different singers to develop their voice. And before that 4 years, I have 6 years vocal training. So the reality as a singer is you have to keep honing your vocal technique. Don't think that there is a destiny, because we can always be better than yesterday. Alright, I hope you find this video helpful, and please make use of the information that you know. And if you need help in your vocal development, please check that link out, because I am providing a vocal discovery lesson to my community, and I am looking forward to work with you. Alright, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.